How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here, and we're going to be doing some gameplay footage for the Insidious Six, but more importantly, more the Sinister Six in general. Now, with the Insidious Six, that is going to be three characters, which you can see here: the Superior Spider-Man character, who also has the Superior Six tag. We have Hobgoblin, who's mainly just Sinister Six and Insidious Six, so he doesn't have any special breakouts. And then we have Scorpion, who does come with the Infestation tag. Now, I do want to talk about Scorpion first with the Infestation tag. I don't think that's going to be his permanent home because of what the Insidious Six can do inside of War. I don't know how he's going to fare inside of Cosmic Crucible because he is a very slow character at 107 speed that you can see right here. Now, he does have some pretty interesting things, mainly the on-turn apply bleed for 2 turns to all enemies, and when an enemy with any negative effect is attacked, apply bleed to one random enemy. This right here, his whole bleed mechanic really pushes his damage output for what he could end up doing, because if you are a striker character and you have T4s and a lot of these abilities, like with the basic here, how it does the spread negative effects, the special applying bleed, those T4s just amplify the damage of what the bleeds can actually end up being. Now, with the Hobgoblin character, this character really surprised me. I thought he would be okay-ish, but I didn't think he was going to do what he actually does. He actually far exceeded a lot of my expectation. Now, with his damage stat, he is at 748,000 damage, basically. And his passive, with the out-of-turn damage, with the damage stat that he has, this 150% damage is really noticeable. I wasn't sure if I actually need the T4 on it because it's only 50% damage. So it goes from 100% damage to 150%. I do think this is going to be a very high value T4. Let me go ahead and just push this. Let me go ahead and just move my head so you can actually take a look at this more. All right, so we're going to put me over here for now. But yeah, the damage going from 100% damage to 150%, you're going to see what that damage output is going to be doing for this character. The special that he's going to be opening with, because the ultimate here is going to be turn 2, this right here is really interesting and it's really chaotic. It really flows with the character, what he can actually do, because he's going to be doing attack primary adjacent, and then it's going to repeat and kind of keep bouncing around to the secondary targets. And there's a very particular match I want to show you guys with this one, to where you can really see what the damage output this character is going to end up doing. Now, Superior Spider-Man, this character right here is going to have that Superior 6 tag. So I do think he's going to be landing with the Superior 6 team in Cosmic Crucible. However, in War, I think it's just mainly going to be the 3 characters and then Chakra and Vulture, because of what that team can actually end up doing. With the Infestation team, I did try a lot of the newer counters, or the older counters that we experienced with the Scorpion, and it wasn't going well. So like the Out of Time team that did end up failing, Nowhere fails. The team I typically used still does work with the Scorpion. So let's go ahead and jump over to the Infestation team first, because I do want to show you what I'm talking about, where a lot of these older counters aren't working with Scorpion being on that team. Just how he kind of elevates the team with the newer stats, the newer kit type of thing that he has, is really elevates it, actually. So with this team here, the Nowhere we're going to do, the Out of Time we're going to be doing first, and kind of see what this kind of happens in here. I was able to get a fairly close kill on this team with this. It kind of goes sideways very quickly when it starts to fall apart. So with this team here, basically the massive resistance that this team has, they can kind of withstand a lot of this opening barrage, and it really starts to fall apart when we get to Black Knight's turn, oddly enough. So right now we're just going to kind of withstand a lot of this damage, and this is all punch across, and kind of see this damage output that's going into Black Knight. You can probably take out, say, Starbrand, throw Echo in here, so that way you can kind of take these hits a whole lot easier. I'm going to jump over here into this 3-piece. And now we're going to have Peggy Carter go. We're going to pop the ultimate here. That's going to kind of heal us up a little bit. Get that safeguard on us now. I'm going to throw the ability block into... And that ended up missing. Let's just go ahead and throw the basic into the big time. Now big time's going again. And now Captain America is going to be getting the taunts. So now they're going to all be hammering into Captain America right here. There goes Starbrand. There goes the Retaliate. So now we need Peggy to kind of get to her turn. And it's pretty much over. So the out of time, unless I'm doing something wrong, I know that team used to work in the past. Nowhere's even worse. The team that I found best to use is actually this team right here. So it's basically 3-piece Superior 6. We have Mysterio and we have Vulture in here. This one goes very quickly, and I really like this counter. The issue by doing this counter, though, is it's going to take Vulture away from that Insidious 6, and we're going to be doing some Insidious 6 right after this matchup. So I like to use this special right into big time. Now we're going to ability block big time here in the middle. Pop the ult for Green Goblin Classic. Get the turn meter rewind. Get the striker shot into big time. And I just basically trying to tunnel him down the best I can. Let's go pop the special. The shocker that you get is going to be the reworked shocker. So that is something good. So you can have the updated stats to where you can kind of call those assistant on that special. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to use the special here. This is going to get the blinds out on the other side of the field. All right, and I just go right back into big time again. He's blind. He's going to bleed out here pretty quick. And basically, you're just surviving until you get to Vulture's turn 2. You pop the ultimate, and it's pretty much game over. So Vulture's about to go right here. There's another turn meter fill. And there Ant-Man goes. So yeah, this is a very easy counter they can end up using. Like I said, it's going to pull the Vulture away. I tried using some of the Superior 6, the Inferior 6 type of things. It wasn't working as well with Scorpion being there because how fast the team goes. They just kind of keep flooding you with the bleeds. And he does elevate the team. But like I said, I don't think he's going to be the permanent home of that. Now, this matchup right here is insane as far as the damage output. This is actually really cool. So we're going to end up using the 3-piece Insidious 6, Vulture, and Shocker. I do like Green Goblin Classic and Shocker both as strikers. I do like Scorpion as a striker because of the bleeds that you can really pop out and elevate. So let's go ahead and switch him over to a striker as well. And this is insane as far as the damage. It's really funny. So let's go ahead and get this loaded up. All right, so this one right here, we're just going to do the special right into Black Knight. We're going to take that Retaliate. Cosmic Ghost Rider is already killed off right here. Now, here, we're going to end up popping the special. And unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with the animations right here, but it's just really wonky as far as how that's going. So there we did get that kill. Unfortunately, so that does end up working still. I wasn't sure because of Gore being killed off, but yeah, Odin used to be there. Odin is no more. Let's go ahead, pop the ultimate. And yeah, this is just insane for what the damage output is on here. We use that special, get the assist called in. Noel is dead, and now we have a really easy kill into Black Knight. So this is like the most impressive matchup that we have that we can end up going into. I tried going into like an Xavier comp. This doesn't work at all. If we go over here, the Xavier that's in here, this doesn't work as well. I can go ahead and show you what happens in here. The issue for me on the first attempt was getting the ability block into Xavier, and then when we get a kill on Nightcrawler, Forge kind of cleanses everything, and it starts to go sideways. So this doesn't work, but let's see if we can get some good luck on here. Let's go ahead and get the ability block into Xavier. So there's the ability block into him. And right now they're just hammering down into Shocker, unfortunately. Let's go ahead, special there. There goes Shocker. Let's try to take out Forge real quick. There's that massive damage I was talking about. Omega Red Phoenix Force is killed off, so that's crazy. There's the ult from Phoenix, so now we have to deal with the Xavier. Let's go ahead special into Xavier, get the striker shot into him. Ult. Almost got the kill. There it goes. So yeah, we did end up getting the this to work on this one. Go figure, when I go to record it actually works. But yeah, the damage output's really, really fun with this team. It doesn't really answer any questions, which again, it really shouldn't. It's a raid team. They do work very well into all the other raid teams. I wasn't able to test it going into Hellfire Club because nobody has Hellfire Club on defense, unfortunately. So I don't know how they really do there. But let's go ahead and keep going to see what we can end up hammering out on here. We're going to go over back to Dorky Dad. Let's see what happens here. So this is a Mephisto comp. We have Shadow King, Ares. This isn't going to work. I don't really expect anything. I was about to say, well, we do have immunity on spawn, so that's going to protect us against Mephisto. Ares is going to take that immunity away from us, so we are going to get peppered with the empowerment that Mephisto's about to do. So there's the ult. Now we have the trauma, and I'm pretty sure they're just going to walk right over us. There goes Hobgoblin. Let's go ahead and use the special here. And we are stuck going into Helverine. All right, so Shadow King's now doing his ult. That's going to get rid of those negative effects. Yeah, this is just falling apart very easily, kind of how I expected that to kind of happen. Let's see if there's any other interesting teams, and I'll kind of show you how they do against some of the other ones. Here we have Kahori, so we have Absolute A-Force, OG Emma, and Blastar. Let's see what happens going into this one. We do have immunity that is going to protect us, but it's a matter of, do we have the damage output to kind of get through Ms. Marvel Classic and through Kahori? That one I'm not quite sure. So there's the 2 shots going into Hobgoblin. Going into Shocker. Blaster's getting those assists. All right, let's go ahead and pop the special here. The blind into Hobgoblin is not good. Let's go ahead and special here. Pretty good rebounds. That did end up healing up Hobgoblin quite a bit, as you see. Let's pop the special. So there goes Blastar. We almost got Ms. Marvel Classic killed off. That's pretty cool. All right, let's pop the special. That's going to call 2 assists going into Ms. Marvel Classic. Special here. That got resisted. Now it's going to just heal up. So there's the special from Kahori. So we're about to have an ult pop off on us. And there goes one of our characters. Let's use the ult. And yeah, it's pretty much going to be over. So we were able to actually get through that Ms. Marvel Classic. The damage was pretty impressive as far as how fast they got Ms. Marvel Classic down. Maybe if you try to throw another substitute in there, maybe take Shocker out for that. The Insidious Six, we already went over that one. Thunderbolts with Phoenix Force, that's a nothing burger. Let's go into Night Stalkers. Night Stalkers is a very quick, very fast team that can really steamroll you. So let's see how they do as far as kind of taking that opening barrage. We do have immunity on us that is going to protect us there. We don't have any form of taunt. It's going to be a big issue. And yeah, it looks like we get to go first with Vulture. So let's go ahead and pop that special. All right, so Oath is going next. There's her ult. We got the exposed into Vulture. There goes Vulture. Let's use that special. All right, so ability block into that got cleared out. Blade is popping his ult. All right, let's use Hobgoblin's special here. That damage is just insane. All right, so there's the ult, and yeah, so Hobgoblin is just ridiculous, as you guys see on there, and his board just kind of wants to hang out there. Turn me to rewind, there's the kill. So yeah, Hobgoblin, get him as big as you can. Just that damage output is ridiculous for what he can do. Let's go into Vigilante with this team next. The Vigilante, they're more of an offense team. You don't really see them on the defensive side of things, but it's kind of a good benchmark, I think. All right, so we're going to use that special first. They are going to have that immunity. We can take some of those evades off from Electra, so that's going to be good. And Hobgoblin's going to go. Let's see what he can do here. There goes Electra. Green Goblin. Not Green Goblin. Daredevil Monitor is almost killed off right there. Let's go ahead and get him killed off with that special. Turn meter rewind. There goes Punisher. And now we just have an easy kill into Silver Sable and Hitmonkey. Striker shot going in. Turn meter rewind. And pretty much game over on this one. So yeah, Vigilante was no issue at all. Now, as far as them kind of being on the defense right here, I haven't really tested much going into them. Let's see how the mirror matchup ends up going on this. It's going to be coin flip stuff, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to actually play out. I do think I want to kill Hobgoblin first, just due to that damage output. Superior Spider-Man kind of doing the healing portion is going to be pretty impactful too. All right, so their Lizard went first, so he had Lizard as the 5th because of Scorpion being on the defensive side of things. So that's actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and pop the special. And Lizard got really, really messed up on that one. All right, so we got an ability block going into Hobgoblin. Let's use the special. I'm going to target Shocker right here. I just wanted to see if I can actually try to get through that Lizard. Let's do the basic into Lizard, get through those death proofs. There he goes. And there goes Hobgoblin doing his damage. There was our Hobgoblin, so it's probably going to be a loss as far as that goes now. And with the Lizard being there, that is going to end up stopping. That's going to end up stopping Vigilante from going in there, unfortunately. Let's use the ultimate there. There goes Vulture. Hobgoblin doing his ultimate. Jeez, that damage is ridiculous. There goes our Scorpion. Yeah, I think I should have done what I said at the start and try to take down Hobgoblin at the start. There goes Shocker. So we got a Vulture versus Hobgoblin time. Yeah. So this is going to end up being a loss at this point. Let's see if we can find a good team that's usually in the offense. Like I said, I don't think that having Vigilante go into this is going to work well. Let's try Night Stalkers. We did see them kind of get walked over, though, when we had them on the defensive side of things. And let's go ahead and Striker Raiders. Make you a Raider. All right, let's see what happens here. I don't think this is going to work because that Vulture getting that turn right off the bat is going to kind of mess us up. All right, so Lizard's going first, pops the ult, takes our buffs that we did have. There goes Vulture. There goes a Moon Knight. All right, let's use the ult here. All right, so we're going to end up using our ult. That's going to get the exposed out there. All right, there goes Superior Spider-Man, ability block into Blade. And yeah, he's going to be killed off right there. Let's ult here. They got the immunity. That's going to be unfortunate as far as that goes. So yeah, I don't want to kind of make the video go any longer. Overall, I am pretty happy about this team. I do think they might end up on the defensive side of things just because of that right there. And yeah, they can take out this Odin comp right here. We got a surprise victory going into the Xavier comp. This one right here. but I don't think they're gonna really do much else as far as the offense. So me personally, I'm gonna put them on the defense. I'll probably do what Dorky Dad has kind of shown here. Put Scorpion with Infestation maybe, and throw Lizard over here, just kind of really mess up the counters. Because Vigilante having the Spider-Verse tag on Silver Sable is going to be a hindrance, where Lizard's going to go, Vulture's going to go, and then from there, we won't even get a turn based on what's going to happen there. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video and you got something out of it. If you did, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have one for the rest of the day.